Greetings and salutations, you asked and thus you shall receive. Now, I'm just going to cover death games from the bonus god, which were added in version 1. And I'm not going to do a full playthrough of this one. I'm just going to go straight into it. It's very simple. You don't gain maximum power of seals breaking. You always have the same powers at the same rate throughout the game. However, you draw cards, and these cards give you certain bonuses you can play. Honestly, the bonus god deaths games, it is almost like playing a god-free game. Depending on your initial draw, it can be either really advantageous or absolutely useless. And the thing to consider is that some of these cards don't scale well for end game. For example, there's one of them that lets you do 2 damage to a person. That's not too bad when everyone's got like 4 or 6 HP. But by the end of the game, where you've got characters much higher HP, it's a lot less useful. So here we go. We have Lucky. The only ability you get is a card played on this unit has a 25% chance not to be consumed. And we will use our powers. We will draw a card. Common coin. Doesn't cost us any power. Only costs power to draw the cards. Now this is really good if you combine it with tactics that improve your power intake. Like if you get the people worshipping you to increase your power. But yeah, they really need a draw all cards option. Now, here we go. Disrupt a unit for 5 turns. The uncommon card. That's one of the better ones I found. Rare card the judge. That's actually not very good. I have tried that. I got 4 of these over a course of a whole game. And I played them all on the same unit. They had 40 profile, 40 menace. And frankly, no one tried to kill them. It just didn't do anything. And this is a real problem because you do need to have very high menace. And other things, I think, as well, to get the AI to attack one another. So there we go. Bribed guards modifier is always a fun one. As you can see, we've got coin, and we got the dagger, the one I was talking about earlier. So there's not such a useful hand. I mean, the early gold isn't too bad. But other than that, your god will not help you. You might be able to get some cards that give you shadow. There's not really a large selection of cards either. There doesn't seem to be many common, uncommon, or rares at all. And I do think this god could do with a little bit more extra love. And a few extra cards. Maybe someone will mod those in. This is a very curious map. It's all islands. Well, most of the islands on that side. I like this one. Actually, can I check the... I have no clue. Can I check the seed? Yep, copy that seed to the clipboard. I'll be using this one again at some point. But yeah, for example, let's have a look. I mean, they've already got like 10 hit points here, so the only thing you might be killing is... You might be killing is some of the weaker stuff. I'm not seeing any priests with like 4 hit points. Yeah, so it might be good for a coup de grace. The gold one on yourself is far more useful, adding the gold in, because you know how many events we get where it's like, oh, you haven't got any gold, take a penalty, have a setback. So that's not too bad. But that's pretty much how this one works. And there's not really much I can really go into it other than I say, go for madness, go for your typical enshadowment, have a plan to play like you would normally, and just use these as nice little bonuses and not something you build your whole tactics around. So the real god I'm going to play is Kishi. Now, this one's caught my eye. It seems to be mostly built around causing wars in whatever fashion you can. I've not actually played it before, so this is going to be a blind play for me. And the ability is more powerful than average. Many of these abilities can be used in location for bloodstained hero ruler. And to gain bloodstained, they have to essentially kill another person. So we want to provoke vendettas, fighting, wars, all that kind of stuff. Every time a ruler declares a war, they gain a bloodstain. And Kishi gains flatly increasing world panic instead of world panic for fallen heroes. So Kishi's a free agent to free reign to attack heroes and turn them against one another. Wonderful. So the other thing we can do is basic strategy down here. Like hateful spirit's the best way of like turning people on one another. So this is just for a map where you want constant civil wars, and it's not something I've pulled off consistently. So this is going to be very fun. Apparently there's a power saying might makes right, so we can replace rulers with bloodstained heroes. And I feel if we can sort of get some points involved by essentially sacrificing maybe some of our own chaps to heroes, because it doesn't matter who they kill as long as they've killed someone, that might be a way to go about it. Now, bring up that seed. I did say I like it. Also, with the removal of a couple of options, I've now been playing limited holy orders, because the holy orders having all of the tenants has been a bit of a problem for me. Also, 3 sets of witches. I might turn that back down to 2, but 3 might be a bit much. Yeah, let's make that 2. I think it depends on the size of your map, really. Oh, here we go. Where are they going to stick the tomb? I hope it's on an island again, because that would be very fun. Because my main goal here is going to be maybe setting up madness, and then we're going to be using that to... Oh my goodness, look at this! We start the game and... Alright. Can I just have a look at you? Oh god. Not a small blessing this. So it likes Lightbringer, dislikes religion, disease, and this Jarl. You really hate disease, religion, and this Jarl, but you like cooperation. That's actually not useful for us. We want less cooperation, because cooperation means peace treaties. So, mob riots, increased devastation. Now, what do we have to pick from? We can increase attack by 2, and every time we fight someone, we lose 5 profile menace. That's pretty cool. Kill someone, their location loses free security. Nah, that's not great. 3 random heroes gain 1 bloodstain. Useful. I would actually imagine that one might be the most useful, but I'm going to go for hit and run. Where are we? Where are we set up? Oh, we're in the absolutely most useless corner. Also, I used the same... Yeah, I used the seed. It's giving me a completely different map. Oh, it's giving me one of the default ones. For some reason, it changed the seed when I went into the other options. It keeps doing this. It's a bug which I can't quite figure out why it does it. It's supposed to do it if the seed's not valid, but obviously we copied it. So first things first, we want to see if we can get some power-ups for our guys. So we're going to head to these ruins. It won't really hurt. And other things I've got to consider. I've put an orc cultures mod on, which makes orcs a lot more powerful. I have absolutely no idea what this red mark is, which is a bit of a pain. Maybe it's the blood mark? I mean, is anyone at war? Let's have a look. Well, they dislike one another, but I'm not... And you've got the hordes they don't like. That's a lot of hordes. Also, you might notice this organisation. We have an organisation now. Let's just put hideouts down. So, quick look at the map. So, plenty of large places. That horde is doomed. I'm not investing in them whatsoever. I know we've got this down here. That order's not particularly powerful. So, I'm not really liking this map. How the countries are laid out, but we'll find a way. We'll find a way, don't worry. And now to check the holy orders. And look at that. There's a lot of conflicting holy orders right next to one another. And absolutely nothing over here. So if there's any witches over here, it might be worth just setting them going, because they'll have absolute free reign. There will be nothing holding them back. So let us find the witches in question. No, we want point of interest, thank you. We want to have a look for our... Oh, there's a lot of new ones, I'll say that. Yeah, we have all kinds of ones. For our two witches, we have one over here and one right in the corner over here. So, as much as I don't really want to rely on this strategy too much, it's just too effective for what we have. And as you can see, I've got new orc heroes. I'm loving it. Alright, so we are going to go with you. You are going to sit there. That's fine. I'm aware of politics. We're going to go with an intrigue to start with, to at least originally do that. Oh, I can conscript an ogre. You know what? We're going to conscript an ogre to start with. That will be the entire command limit. Once he's got him, then we infiltrate. That gives him a bit of punching. And as always, first thing to do is check your holy orders. You want to know what these guys are going to do to you. So they're fully aligned human, of course. They have tons of preachers, they have tons of temple builders. They're a Crusader faith. That boosts army hit points. That means more fighting. They have funerary rites, so we won't be using undead on these guys. They can't spread the knowledge of me, though. And I could make them martyrs for war if I managed to make them evil. I doubt it, but we can always try. The other one... not so... Actually absolutely identical, except they've got less temple building. And charitable works, you repair devastation. You're less likely to attack other faiths. That's fine. That means you're just going to get converted. Lastborn have nothing interesting. Deaf Dreamers have nothing interesting. My organisation hasn't... This has only got the ability to add hideouts. Eventually, I think the mod's going to add more cult activities for buffs and the like, but I'll be looking forward to that one. And now the orcs have their own religion, which is why I'm looking forward to having a level with loads of orcs on. So nothing to worry about. Absolutely no fear from these guys spreading knowledge of me. I like it. Oh, we have also another cove in that corner. No, it's not going to be any use for us. It's really not. That's a... So it says there's one there, and I am correct. I have put the one in the right place over here. Now, I have no more agents to place, so that's me done for now. That's the horde in the corner. They just have ruins. Those ruins could potentially be turned into something, I believe. Yep, those are city ruins. All right. Nothing of interest. And let's have a look at our powers. Echoes of Shadow. The bloodstained one will feel weight lifted from their chest without quite knowing why. The world around them will pay the price for deeds 10 times over. Oh, so you basically can get rid of the bloodstain to add shadow. Bloody Handprint. Misleading clues at their location. Alright. That's pretty good. That's actually really interesting. I like that one. The problem is getting that initial bloodstain on. But we have refugees, we have fighting. I need to find people with these bloodstains and figure out how to recognize it. Oh, this is fun. Someone's encouraging Discord over here. Who do you work for? Hireling. Hideaway. Oh, yeah, that's a name I don't want to say on YouTube. And then we have a dragon's lair. Alright. Steal other people offering aggregate dragon or donate your own gold to make it place it. Interesting. I need to get someone with very high infiltration to tick off this dragon. I'm loving this. I'm loving some of these new locations I keep finding. Why is there so much devastation here and unrest? What is going on? Oh well. We'll figure it out as we go. Alright, interesting. This is one of our potential events which I've added in. Now, Cultist is a single minion. Cost 0. Dark rituals are regularly held by the cults, increasing the shadow of the agent's location by 1 each turn. That was considered relatively powerful, especially since it doesn't cost you any command cost. And this apparently activates a bit too much. The nightmare's like mental. So's the demon, because all you need is command. You don't need anything else. The demon is just like a one-man army. It has been known to destroy all countries. But there we go. I will have some cultists. I like the cult ones though. Those are pretty reasonable. They should cost you a bit of gold or something though, rather than for free in this random event. Or alternatively, it should raise world panic by a tiny amount. Or alternatively, I think they should give you an Agent 5 profile. Just something to balance. And again, another one of these random events. I was not expecting this. Just out of the blue. Alright, I'll have that one. +2 command. Yeah, I can see why these are considered broken now. I might remove them from the next playthrough. Alright. Again, there doesn't seem to be an actual trigger for these. Well, we'll increase your might +2 since you can be punching things. There we go. Religious tension. I thought that would happen over there. There's so many holy orders right next to one another. Remove the rubble. You're joking. You're absolutely joking. Well, you've got an ogre, and we've got another dragon. Oh, come off it. Come off it. Why is it doing just this all the time? Alright, we are going to go with a level of intrigue. Explore those ruins again. You are actually going to do the job I wanted you to do. I've got quite a lot of command now. Start infiltrating. I've got a feeling this run's going to be quite weird without my intentions. Oh, yeah, just recruit me some cultists. I mean, I kind of like it, but at the same time, I'm a bit worried how often it's activating. Now, Hateful Spirit creates a Hateful Spirit on a location that will hunt down its ruler after 10 turns. Hateful Spirit succeeds. The ruler will gain a liking for combat and cruelty. Heroes will try to purge it. It has 30 profile and 65 menace. We gain extreme liking for combat and dislike for cooperation if succeed. Why do I keep... Alright, we're going to have more command. I'm going to have to remove that. I think I'm going to try putting the Hateful Spirit down over here on this city. There we go. Will it work? Who knows? But that's a nice small area. Not too many heroes. And if they get very angry and punchy, well, they've got some very weak elves next door. Well, this is useful. They're doing the damage for me. Which country is that? There we go. That is over here. So they're already falling apart. We have a war. Oh. So you're declaring war. You've got an assassin. This is fantastic. I've not had to do anything. So down here, up there, we're all sorted. And we have a civil war. I don't know what to say about this. I feel like the AI's gone, you're incompetent. We'll do your job for you. Excellent. Our hateful spirit has tracked him down and corrupted him. That's a ruler who's going to be very happy to murder people. Always good. Oh, more cultists. Yeah, more the merrier. More the merrier. Okay, resting in wilderness again. Unfortunately, that dragon fried me. It was a 50-50 chance whether I'd nick from it or not. There we go. I'd love to just make it berserk, but it does 10 damage. Summons a Shadow Guardian to act as a minion for a hero, acolyte, or agent. Okay, so you can give random people. Fair enough. Why does it keep doing this? I feel kind of bad now, because I just keep getting that event. Well, let's start pumping up might. In the meantime, influence the Holy Order.